with some drops really quick. If I can just get you to look up for me. Good. And we'll do the other eye. Just look up for me again. Perfect. You can just kind of blink those in real quick for me. Okay. And I'm gonna put this little pulse oximeter on your finger, if you can get me right there. Just let that do its thing for a second there. Okay, so while that is going, I saw in the computer, if I remember correctly, you are concerned about your vision with regards to color. Is that correct? Okay. Do you have any family history of glaucoma, diabetes? Okay. Do you have any tingling or numbness in your head, down your arms? Okay. Have you recently suffered any sort of trauma physically? Car accident, fall off your bike, anything like that? Okay. And how long do you think this has been a problem? Okay. Did something happen at that point? Okay. Okay. Have you had any loss of vision or blurriness? Double vision? Okay. Any issues with your memory? Feeling like you have brain fog or any confusion? Okay. All right. And are there any other ocular issues that run in your family that you're aware of? Okay. Does anyone else in the family wear glasses or have any issues with their color vision? Glasses? Okay. All right. Well, those drops should be... Yeah, your pupils are looking a little dilated. So let's get into some of our tests here. I'm actually going to just look at your eyes to get a kind of baseline for what might be happening. So if you can just look back on the wall here. Let me get you to look up. Just gonna... Okay. And I'm gonna get you to look for me on this side now. And look up for me. Okay. All right. I don't see any fogginess or irritation generally to the eye, but those things aren't always present when you do have a shift like this with anything to do with your vision that makes a drastic change from what you've been used to throughout your life. Okay, so let's see. I've got some. Well, actually, let's start with an easier one. Look at these lights here for me. What color do they look like to you? Okay, and how about now? Red, good. And now? Okay. And how about now? What about now? Much of a difference? This was the first one. This was the second one. Okay. How about this? And compare that to this. Any difference? Okay. Let's try a couple more. How about this one? Okay. Let's see. How about that one? Is there much of a difference between this one and this one? No. Okay. And then going back to this one. About the same. Okay. And how about this color? Okay. Pink. So this red. Okay. So it looks like just from that preliminary color test that your red scale seems to be a little, or sorry, the red scale is the one that's working for you, it seems like. You were able to identify pink, orange, yellow, red. When it came to green, you got the first couple of them correctly, but then as we were moving into deeper greens and into blues and into purple, they all seem to kind of start to run together for you. So we're gonna just continue exploring that. And what I'd like for us to do next let's start with these ones. Can you tell me if you can see a number within either of these circles? No? Okay. How about here? Yes. 29 and 5. Okay. So again, on this lighter scale, on the red scale, yellows, excuse me, and light greens, you seem to be having not much trouble. Moving on to this sheet. Now this sheet is going to have 6 circles on it. They all do have numbers within them, but I would like for you to tell me which numbers you can see. Excuse me. Okay. So take a look here. Okay. Can you tell me what number this is? Good. How about this one here? Can you see a number? Okay. What about this one here? No. How about this one? Okay. You can see this one. What number is that? Okay. Sometimes it's just difficult. Okay. How about this one? And finally this one down in the corner here. Okay, good. And judging on that, you should be able to see all of these, so take your time. I know sometimes even without the handicap of your colors not working for you, these can still be difficult, so. Okay, let's start up here. Good. How about this one here? Okay, this one there. That one. Good. This one. All right, and this one down here. All right, okay. I am going to grab really quick a color swatch chart. I think that would be our next step, so give me just a moment. That. Okay. So let's see, I've got 3 different swatch charts here. I'm gonna use my little pointer and I'm just gonna point to a color and I want you to first tell me what color you see. Okay? So tell me, what color do you see here? And here? Here? And here? Okay. What color do you see here? And here? And how about this one down at the end? Okay. What color do you see here in the middle square? And this one down here? How about this one? Does this one look the same as this one? And does this one look the same as this one? Okay. Down here, what color? And here? Okay. This color here? All right. And this one here? Okay. Does this square look the same as this square? Okay. And how about this square and the one just above it? Okay. Now on this last one, I'm going to ask you if one square looks lighter or darker than the other, okay? So, starting with, let's see, this one right here. Does this square look lighter or darker than the one above it? Okay. How about this square here? Does it look lighter or darker than the one next to it? Okay. And here, does this square look lighter or darker than the one above it? Okay. And how about this one here? Lighter or darker than the one next to it? Okay. And how about these two? Does this one look lighter or darker than this one? Okay. I know there's a little bit of a glare from the window, so I'm trying to kind of move it around as we go, so I apologize for that. Okay. Does this square here look lighter or darker than the one beneath it? So we've got this one and that one. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to come back and examine your eyes once more. If you can just kind of sit still for me. Okay. Let's see. You can just look anywhere in the middle of my face. Keep looking in the center of my face. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get you to follow the light now. Okay. So if I can get you to just trace where the light is going. Okay, good. And now if I can get you to look back at the wall for me. And I'm just gonna pull this eyelid down a little bit. And can you look up? Okay, I'm gonna pull your upper lid up. And can you look down for me? Okay, look this way. And look to the opposite side, please. Okay, I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, okay? You doing okay? Do you need a break? Okay, good. All right, so just look anywhere on the wall behind me. Okay, and I'm gonna pull that lower lid down. If I can get you to look up for me now. Okay, and I'm gonna pull the upper lid up. And if you can look down for me. Okay, look to this side. And look to the other side. Okay. Give you a second. Okay. All right, we are going to do a couple more vision tests. So far, your actual eye looks good. Your ability to trace is great. You are certainly having some issues with those darker, deeper hues. But otherwise, I'm just finishing assessing the health of your overall eye or eyeballs, both. And after that, we'll kind of decide what's the next step. Okay? So, you can look anywhere in the center here. Don't move your head, you've probably done this before. I'm gonna have my arms out and I'm gonna bring my fingers into your field of view from different angles. So, kind of gonna look a little silly, but you let me know when you see one of my fingers in your peripheral vision. Okay, and you can just say yes, now I see it, whatever feels good for you. Okay, all right, so remember, stay looking in the center, don't move your head. Good. 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 I'm gonna bring my fingers closer now. Good. Okay, good. Good. Perfect. Good. Good. Okay. All of that is looking good as well. I'm gonna flash some numbers now. I'm gonna do the same number on both sides. This isn't meant to be complicated or trick you. It's just to make sure that your peripheral vision is working as far as we can determine. Okay. So I'm gonna scoot back a bit. All right. And again, stay looking in the center. I'm gonna have my hands. Can you see both of my hands here? Okay, good. What number? What number? Good. Good. Great. Perfect. Good. Good. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Perfect. Okay. Your peripheral vision as well looks just fine. The last thing I'm gonna do now, I think this will be the last thing that we should do. So I'm again gonna grab my light here, and I'm going to test the dilation of your pupils. Now, we did put in a little bit of solution at the beginning to force your pupils to dilate a bit, but I used a really, really low grade version of that, so the effects should already be wearing off now. It's been around 20 minutes. They're meant to have a short half-life, so your eyes should be starting to return to normal. It will certainly be enough that I should be able to tell at this point, okay, if anything were to be wrong. So, all right, so I'm gonna put my hand here in between your eyes, and I'm going to check. We've got direct dilation, and we'll check for consensual dilation as well. Perfect. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so we'll check for direct dilation. Which is looking good. And then we will look for the consensual dilation as well. Which also looks great. So overall, your optical evaluation, everything physically seems fine. I'm not seeing any tears in your lens. I'm not seeing any cloudy spots in your pupils. I'm not seeing anything concerning when I look deep into your eye with the flashlight. There was nothing that really gave away an issue from what I can tell. Now, obviously, where this leads us is you're going to need to have more specialized tests. I'm basically just to ensure that on the base level, everything looks okay. Sometimes it's an easy kind of fix or something that's more obvious. okay? But I think in your case, I have two referrals I'm going to make for you. One of them is to a neurologist, because sometimes when these things happen, the issue, if you will, is more in your brain chemistry than it is actually in the area, the organ being affected. So you can have an issue with your sense of taste or smell, or in your case, sight, that is actually stemming from a problem with your brain's firing the synapses, and things can be kind of out of whack in certain situations. And they would know, obviously better than me, what that would be. The other thing I'm going to do is send you to a specialist in eye care, an ophthalmologist. And they are going to have machinery that will help check other issues with the eye. So, for example, they have some big machines, optomapping. So what those do is they look really deep into your eye. They don't even need dilation because it's such a bright light. It can take a nice picture. You can see if perhaps you have any new freckles on your eyeballs, or any issues at a finer level, whether that's with blood vessels or the actual optic nerve connecting towards your brain. So it's not invasive. It's just a little more deeper and detailed than what I can do at this office, okay? It's nothing to be concerned about. And I'm going to send you to two people who I know, and they're both very nice people, and they will certainly take care of you and not leave you feeling worried, okay? All right, so I'm going to type up a report to send to them, in which I will detail the troubles that you're having with darker color scale, and I will send that to both of the specialists, and they should be giving you a call. What time is it? Potentially by the end of the day today. If not, tomorrow morning. Will you be available? I can make a little note to let them know, like, what's the best time to call you tomorrow? Evening? Okay. Alright, so I will go ahead and do that. Otherwise, though, you're all good. Are you feeling okay with your eyes? Nothing feels too burning, stinging, uncomfortable? Okay. Alright. Well, I'm glad that I was able to meet with you today and get you started down this road. I'm confident that one of my two colleagues is going to be able to really pin down what's going on, and I wouldn't panic in the meantime. I think these things just happen. Sometimes the body's very complex and it's always changing, so don't be on the edge of your seat. Just schedule those appointments sooner than later, and they'll get you fixed up. Okay? All right. Yep, you can head on out, and I think you already did your copay. Okay, yeah, you can just head straight on out the doors that you came in, the double doors from the front.